IntellivisionDude here, and this is my top 10 Intellivision games. My favorite Intellivision games of all time. This list has changed somewhat since last year when I did my top 25 games of all time. But before we get started, here are some honorable mentions that almost made the list. The new Donkey Kong homebrew. That game's pretty epic. Tron Deadly Discs, Atlantis, Buzz Bombers, Centipede and Pac-Man, Frog Bog, Snafu, Slapshot Super Pro Hockey, Beam Rider, and Worm Womper. All great games. And at number 10, we have Body Slam. This should have been rated higher on my list, but I just haven't been playing it. I've only played it maybe this twice since I've got it. Let's see here. So I gotta hurry up and pick these moves because I'm wasting too much time here. This was one epic wrestling game back in the day. Can't say I'm any good at it anymore. I'll just let the computer beat me up for a moment before we move on. I think it's time to move on. It's a great wrestling game. There's not much more to say. Number 9, World Championship Baseball. Even though the cartridge there says All-Star Major League Baseball. This was the forgot I had to use the other controller. This was the one-player version of Intellivision's baseball. Good old-fashioned baseball. Probably one of my favorite baseball games ever made. I don't have my overlays on. I have to guess. I wish I could play more of this. We probably don't have time. Oops. It's getting away from me. I haven't really played this much lately either, but it's a great baseball game. Let's just let the computer score and we'll move on. Number 8, Demon Attack. It's great on the Atari. It's great on the Intellivision. It's a lot more colorful on the Intellivision. And it even has a boss level. Something the Atari 2600 lacked was the boss. Pretty much have to shoot away at the shield while avoiding or shooting the bats or birds or whatever they are. I would say probably bats. Bats sound more menacing. And try to shoot up in that small hole that they give you. And that's Demon Attack. So let's move on. Number 7 is Beauty and the Beast. The point is to save your girlfriend at the top, who is being kidnapped by horrible Hank, by avoiding the boulders that he throws down. Very reminiscent of another game, isn't it? And avoid the bats. The hearts give you invincibility for just a few seconds. And when you finally get to the top of the building and save your girlfriend, then you start back at another building. Or you can fall to your death like that. And let's move on. Number 6, Astro Smash. Just like Astro Blast on the Atari 2600, you're shooting asteroids and little spinner things. When the asteroids hit the ground, you lose points, and you get points for shooting them. Some people think this game is too easy because you get an obscene amount of free lives early in the game, but the difficulty does ramp up pretty obscenely after a while. So I still say only the best of the best can play this game all day. The average person may get bored after your first half hour. Ooh, bright colors. And don't let a spinner hit the ground or you die. Lose a life. And that's Astro Smash. So let's move on. Number 5, Shark Shark. Your object is to eat the smaller fish so you can grow and become a bigger fish. And avoid the shark or nibble at his tail, and he will eventually die. It's all about surviving. You can't eat fish that are bigger than you, or you die. It is very dangerous in these waters. And that's a look at Shark Shark, so I think it is time to move on. Number 4, Slam Dunk Super Pro Basketball. You can draft players or you can play ball. We don't have time to draft players, so we'll just play ball. Some players have been selected for me. Hacker. Slam Dunk. Very simple basketball game for the Intellivision. It's a classic. Some of your better players can hit three-pointers. I don't think Hacker's one of them. We'll give it a shot. You can steal the ball or get fouled, just like in real basketball. There we go. There's my three-point specialist. Maybe not today. Well, that's a look at Slam Dunk Super Pro Basketball, and let's move on. Number 3, Diner, the sequel to Burger Time. Instead of running across hamburgers, you're kicking meatballs or other food balls. They're actually food balls. Rice balls. Can't remember what they all are. There is some strategy to this. Try to get all the creatures together. I think pasta balls, potato balls, and I'm sure you can think of some jokes to go along with those balls. Your object is to fill the plate at the bottom. This game is very addicting. Can't say it's better than Burger Time, but it's pretty darn close. And that's pretty much Diner. So let's move on to number 2. Number 2, Thunder Castle. This game has moved up my list quite a bit. I forgot how much I loved this game. In the first level, you have to defeat 3 dragons. In the second level, you have to defeat 3 wizards. And in the fourth level, you have to defeat 4 evil creatures like goblins. Or they're like little devils. Those little bat things will give you they will energize you so you can kill the dragon. And there's other items you can use as well to kill the dragon. Got him. And I think it's time to move on to number 1. And now, number 1, which should be no surprise to anybody who is a regular viewer of my channel. It is Burger Time. There's not really much I can say except it is my favorite Intellivision game of all time, possibly my favorite game of all time. Even though a couple others come close. You're pretty much just dropping all the hamburger buns to make hamburgers. While you can crush or drop the bad guys on the buns to get more points. You can crush a couple. And you have some items that you can collect to get more peppers, which I'm wasting at the moment. Not really much more I can say except it is Burger Time. And that's been my top 10 Intellivision games that I own. And I hope you like my list. You can debate with me if you want. And thanks for watching.